receiver, number 18, Justin Jefferson.
On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach, Kevin O'Connell. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to...
The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hawkinson.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. In a the receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 12 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up. He's one of the best route runners in the league.
The Falcons come out. They are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And the Falcons first down.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, he's going to be taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jonathan Allen, he gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the sideline, he's got London. Oh, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 25, here's second and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. Was brought down, and pass is going to pick up 4.
It's a gain and
bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll fighting for the marker. He loses the football. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless of good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out whether they're able to learn from the good, and there certainly was a lot of them, but can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Bijan.
Here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Their 2 drives so far not good. Hunt, lost fumble. Make amends here on drive number 3.
Jordan Mason.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd
to the air
and 6.
on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
McCarthy's pass.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Penix.
At the 24-yard
now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
They'll run it for the 1st time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. Trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Pitts is the man in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll go again with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, Penix. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Jonathan Allen. He's been hard to handle, to say the least. That's now 3 sacks, 3 in the first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Harrison Smith.
Zane Gonzalez on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start line. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Tackle made just shy of midfield.
8 yards. Here's
on the
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. He'll push forward for about a yard. James Pierce in on the tackle.
Midfield to the 49-yard line.
3rd and a yard.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47.
It's a
And
gain
set
of
up
2.
first down.
And the Vikings
They'll break the huddle. Coming up
down.
now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Well, rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, having success early in his career. His 2nd sack in these first few weeks of the season.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. There's Jefferson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but still going to leave them with third down.
Justin Jefferson. 11 yards on the play. Brings up third
From
down.
the gun, here's McCarthy. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a
Now a
gain
chance
of
to
38
pay off
yards.
that big play.
And
They
the
have it
Vikings
first and goal.
first down.
We'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of
Inside
2.
the 5,
Brings
it is
up
second and goal. Mason. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Brought down right now.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their backs against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Divine Diablo. He's in there for the sack. And that takes us to 4th and goal. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal.
Attempt.
This, about as short as you can get. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings tie the game.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in your red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. And maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make the Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries.
Michael Penix sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's third down. 3rd and 11.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, a tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Penix's pass.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own
The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson, they continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more.
And the rush gets he'll go down. They got him. James Pierce working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. McCarthy to the air on second down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
The Falcons offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
Play action. It's Penix. That's to Mooney. Complete right side.
Penix's pass.
They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll come up here
And the
1st
Falcons
and 10.
first down.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Michael Penix sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
One final throw before the break. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Halftime coming up. We'll get you now to Scott Hansen, our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Will Reichard.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The throw is Penix. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Vikings offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down around the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10
From the 32 now.
32-yard line.
1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. They bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. 13 team pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Vikings.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Walker. He had 2 sacks in the opener. Give him one more here in week 2. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Fair catch. Taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He'll tuck it and take off. And nice work there. Go into a slide. Gain about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 3. Penix now off the bootleg. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. It's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 3.
He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
44-yard line.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Build to no gain.
A gain of a yard.
Here's a design run. And he is going to have that Falcons first down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that third and 4.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They try the right side with Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Jonathan Brown! He's had one heck of a night. His third sack of the game.
And it's
in this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Looking down the field, incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line, distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And it will take him down just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 14
That is 14
yards.
for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Walker.
Brings
He's
up second
tough to
and
stop
18
all night.
at the 21-yard
Now with
line.
3 sacks in the game. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. On a short run taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third
A
down.
gain of 9 brings up third and 8.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line of the game, and he ends up picking up the first down.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's McCarthy.
42-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, third and 5. The throw, it's McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
And the Vikings first down.
So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now McCarthy. He takes off. And nice work there. Going to the slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
On the draw, here's Jones. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's trying to power forward, but no dice. They're going to stop him behind the line.
One of the disadvantages of giving the ball in this situation to your fullback is now you're short one blocker. I'd like to see him give it to their more traditional running back in this case, because now it brings up fourth down.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game. That's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jonathan Bernard. absolutely singular focus on right now. He's just picked up his 4th sack of the game. They need one right now. 3rd and long. To the right. That's Pitts. The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
It's 4th down.
This is taken at his own 30. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. He'll run. This is Mason. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11.
It's a
quickly pick up the 1st down.
And the Vikings.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground is Mason. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man right side. It's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gotten super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The 2nd down throw is
intended for Justin
Throughout this
Jefferson.
entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a...
This one is hauled in on the feet and downs. Yes! Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is first touchdown of the new year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Vikings move out in front, 16-3. He kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Pettis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of a shotgun, it's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first.
2nd
And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off.
Will
After
Reichert
this.
on for the
So
field
they
goal.
send in Will Reichert for this
36-yard
field goal
attempt.
try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down to it?
Now, Michael Penix and the Falcons down on the scoreboard. A minute 52 to play. Their offense has struggled all night. Now they need to find 2 scores to pull this out. They'll drop to throw. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
On 2nd down, Penix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd
Brings
down.
up 3rd down and 1.
Throwing is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. This will not do the trick. They stuck him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense. They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding space at the 15. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
Now the Falcons will use their
And the
third
Vikings
final timeout.
First down.
They'll be disappointed there after
First and
giving up
goal
the
at
first
2-yard
down.
line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So a win here for the Vikings. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.